Yo, what is going on YouTube? It is your boy Nono for you here, coming back at you guys with another dinosaur deck profile. Before I even get into this profile or anything like that, major shout out to the homie reversal_YGO. I would highly recommend going to check out this man because he is one of the smartest and best dino players that I've probably ever watched. So if you don't know who the homie is, go check him out. I'll put his channel in the comments down below. But basically, I've been doing some scooping around, right? I've been watching other profiles lately, and he inspired me to basically play this profile. So I am playing just a slightly few different cards compared to the profile that he did. But overall, he did a Sinful Spoils package profile, and he also did a combo guide video, a two-parter. So I would highly recommend going to check out that video because that's what I ended up doing to understand more of the Snake Eye stuff and the Sinful Spoil stuff with the Evil Zord package as well. And I've been doing some testing by myself with it, and I've really been liking it actually. I've actually been playing a couple of my just my friends. Just we be going to locals, or not locals, but just meeting up at one of our locals just to get some practice reps in. And I've been doing some play testing with this as well, specifically going first, and I just think it's kind of consistent for the most part, and it's really busted if you get it to pop off as well. It can kind of play around Dark Ruler now since we play the Evil Zord stuff. But once again, guys, go check out Reversal YGO. I guarantee you guys will not regret it. Go sub to the man as well. And anyways, without further ado, let's get on with the deck profile, guys. Okay, guys, so to get into this profile, first off, we're going to be doing two Animadorned Archosaurs. Reversal was actually only playing one Archosaur, but I still like playing the two Animadorned Archosaurs just to play it safe. There were a couple hands where I just told myself, damn, I wish I'd be playing the second Archosaur. For example, for like one of the hands I got was an Archosaur, a Misk, an Oviraptor, and then like two other like useless cards kind of that I couldn't really do anything like too crazy with them. But basically what I wanted to end up doing is I wanted to end up normal summoning the Archosaur, or not the Archosaur, the Oviraptor Search Baby, and then I discard Misk, banish Misk to special summon out the second copy of the Archosaur. But at the time I couldn't do that because I was only playing the one Archosaur. And if you only end up playing the one Archosaur, this would have to be your normal summon. So I always like playing the two Archosaurs for backup, just for backup. It can help a lot sometimes. Just always playing a backup one, you know? Along with three babies. And then I am also going three petites. This is going first specifically. If you were going second, you could probably take out two of the petites and just go four babies. But going first, I kind of do like three babies. Or, I'm sorry, three babies, three petites, so six babies total. And there's a specific package that we are also playing in this deck for the real reason why we are playing six babies instead of five or four. Three Oviraptors, you just have to. The one Misk, one Kaitoptera. We are not playing the Poly or anything like this. Could be Giant Rex if you really wanted to as well, but I just think Kaitoptera is better than Giant Rex because this card's Floodgate effect can be really funny sometimes. It could buy me a turn, and my opponent just sometimes doesn't know what this does, and he would just try to attack into it when he has two or more monsters, and I'll just tell him, sorry, he can't be targeted for attacks. He'd be like, why? And I'll just tell him, you need to control a wind monster in order to target him for attacks. So this can kind of buy you a turn, which is kind of so funny sometimes. But yeah, we're not playing any of the fusion stuff, none of the poly. I just think that stuff is kind of like a little bit of a brick overall. And basically we replaced that stuff with the Sinful Spoil stuff, such as like the Wanteds and the Bellstars and stuff like that. So next up, we're going to go one Evil Zord Leos and one Evolite Mega Chirilla. This stuff's freaking crazy when you set that trap card as well too. These are the two that I was talking about that can kind of play around Dark Ruler a little bit just by setting that trap in case they Dark Ruler your main stuff. Then you go activate that trap, which I'll show you guys what it is in a bit. Bring out just another Lars or another Evil negate monster from the extra deck. But with this package, your main goal is to always have these two cards in the graveyard just to make your the Evil Singularity trap live. So, but like I said, guys, go check out the homie Reverso YGO. He did a combo guide part 1 and 2 on it. So that's how I learned how to play this stuff. So just, again, go check him out. 1 Xeno Meteorus and 1 Frostosaurus. We're still playing this. Also another thing now is we are not playing the scrap package anymore. Yeah, that scrap package is officially done. Basically, this kind of replaced the scrap package. And it's just 1,000 times better. So, yeah, I'm not trying to be playing like hard breaks in my deck now, you know? 2 UCTs. I am not playing a Pankratops because we are not playing Lost World. The wanted stuff is kind of replacing the Lost Worlds. And that's just kind of what keeps the consistency more in this deck. At the end of the day, I do really think Pankratops sucks without Lost World. And it is kind of a brick going first. Yes, it's good going second just for like a interruption, like bait out and negate or something. But right now, this deck profile right here specifically, we're kind of focusing on consistency, right? So right now, we're just going to be playing 2 UCTs. You always have to play at least 2. Now, next up for this package, I am playing True King Lithosagem. So, Reversal's deck profile, he was playing Fenrirs, 2 Fenrirs. I ended up switching out those Fenrirs with the True King Lithosagem because we are playing 6 babies. And this is another way to full card combo off with a baby as well. So, it's your choice whether you want to play the Fenrirs or the True Kings, but I'm just trying something a little bit different, you know? Doesn't hurt to. Now we are going to be the 1 Diabellstar. That's all we need for this deck. Just 1. The 1 Snake Eye Poplar. And I am going 3 Ashes. So Reversal was playing 3 Book of Eclipses. I am choosing to play Ashes over the Eclipses because sometimes like I would tell myself like, damn, I really wish I had an Ash to Ash like, oh, his 1 copy of Branded Fusion, or just like, oh man, I know exactly what to Ash in my opponent's deck, and then like, or even just for the Molcharmy cards, you know, they try to do it on you, you just go, nope, I'm gonna Ash. I don't want you drawing more cards. So at the end of the day, I do think Ash is just slightly better, but again, it's your choice whether you want to play Ash Blossoms or Book of Eclipses. But yeah, that is gonna be it for the monsters. Let me get into the spells. Let me just pick all these up. Sorry, guys. All right, here we go. Now for the spell cards, still gonna go triple Fossil Dig, triple Wanted. The beautiful thing about Wanted is that it could potentially just keep recycling back your Diabellstar, because this can add your Diabellstar also from graveyard to the hand too, and it's got a nice draw 1 effect. It's a quick play, so in case you were to get drilled, you just chain this, right? Or you could do this during the draw phase. Highly recommend playing this, guys. Highly recommend playing this. It makes Dinos more consistent. We are playing still 2 Ground Xenos. Because again, we're playing Meteorus and the Frostosaurus, so just play the 2. We don't really do the fusion effects. We're not playing really any of the fusion support in the extra deck. I just have this for another way to pop baby, basically, since we are playing 6 of them. 2 evolution pills, because we're playing 2 Archosaurs. You have to. 1 original for the wanted stuff and the Diabellstar. 1 Dragonic Diagram for the True King stuff. I see most of you guys lately be telling me like, oh, how come you don't play the Dragonic Diagram? Or like, have you considered playing Dragonic Diagram? I didn't realize that this card is one card combo or is full combo if you just have one baby in hand. The only thing is doing this with let's say you open up this with one baby and then just like 3 random cards. It does play into Nibiru, but again, sometimes you just there's nothing you could do and you have to respect the card. But still, if they don't have Nibiru or if they don't have an interruption, this is full card combo with one baby. And I'll probably be doing a little combo guide afterwards, after this profile, featuring this Dragonic diagram specifically. I won't be doing any combo guides with the Sinful spoil stuff because, again, go check out the homie Reversal YGO. I don't want to have to repeat basically everything he said. But yeah. And that's why we play 2 True King Lithosagiums, because you have to be able to search it out after when you pop the baby in your hand. So that's why we're playing 2 of those. 1 Prosperity, 1 Small World. Small World kind of functions good in this deck too. Archosaur UCT is kind of a good bridge. A bunch of good bridges if you're just missing that one piece, you know. 1 Tactics. Tactics is Tactics. 1 Call By. You have to main this Call By. I don't even have to explain. And then the 1 Trap, the Evil Singularity card. This is kind of like the card that plays around Dark Ruler a little bit. This is what makes your basically these guys right here. And you can set this with the Leos. So again, it doesn't play into Droll or anything. So that's the beauty of it. And it's cool to just now have a trap card with Dinos besides just Imperm. Now we have an actual Dino trap card just for now. But yeah, that is going to be it for the main deck, guys. We will be getting into the extra deck right now. Okay, guys, for the extra deck, real quick, just almost kind of similar to Reversals, just slight cards are different. But anyways, for the extra deck, 1 Almirage, 1 Garna. Guys, I think you still need to play this. I've had a couple of hands where I would have the Archosaur with a baby and a pill in hand. I would normal summon the Archosaur, he would imperm it, and then now I can really go full combo with it. So now the easiest way to get that non-Dino engrave is just link off the Archosaur into this, and then link this off into Garna. And then there's your non-Dino. Now you could just activate the pill from your hand, banish your non-Dino with the Archosaur that you linked off, bring out UCT, and then now when it's your opponent's turn, you have the baby in your hand. So you just go UCT, pop or flip their monsters face down, pop the baby in your hand, and then just go off from there. So I always like to play this just to play it just for that specific hand specifically, or for that specific outcome. But anyways, next we'll go 1 Anima, always the 1 Reaper if you Meteorus lock yourself early. 1 SP, 1 Princess, 1 Ambler Whale, 1 Lagia, 1 Dolka, 2 Lars, because we're playing the you always bring out basically Lars with this trap. If you end up making the first one, let's say you make an end board using your first Lars, right? You use both the negates for that first Lars, right? And then you just go ahead and activate this trap, bringing out your second Lars, and then attaching the material from your graveyard to it. So now it's got 2 more negates, basically. So it's kind of cracked. But 2 Lars, 1 Drill Gnathius to recycle your Misk. And this is kind of easy access to go to now in this deck with the Meteor stuff. 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Banshee in case we don't open up the wanted stuff or the the Diabell Star. And this card is the kind of the reason why we play the Poplar, in case you don't see any of the wanted stuff. And if you want to end with on an end board including this trap set, then you would be taking this Banshee route. But go watch Reversal YGO for like the 5th time. He did combo guides. Just trust me, watch him. And then I am actually trying something new. I'm actually trying to play this Giga Canyon. for this is kind of a good for a time card because it burns. It could potentially burn your opponent up for 2,000 life points. And Dinos kind of needs time cards basically, and it is a pop, right? And another reason why I kind of have this card in the extra deck is because I've had a match where like against a Pearly player where I had a Kaiju, right? I Kaiju their Nor, their big cat, and then for my combo row, I ended up locking myself early with using the Xeno Meteorus. So I kind of really couldn't go Relinquish Anima to suck up the Doggeran, right? But he ended up having another monster too. I forgot what it was. But anyways, I could have like made this, right? Because it's still a Dino under the Meteorus. And then just destroy his other monster, right? This card will gain 1,000 attack for when a monster is destroyed. And then now I could have just outed my own Kaiju with this because it gains 1,000 attack for when a monster is destroyed. So that would have been 34 into my Dogran's 3,000. So that way I don't have to worry about like a Dogran potentially beating over. Like if I ended up wanting to make a Dolga or a Lars, I would have something to out that Kaiju because I do side a Dogran. But I just want to try something new. Reversal was playing a Nightmare Phoenix, basically, for this. You could go ahead and play that too, but I'm just trying something new because I don't want the profile to be like exactly like his. But yeah, guys, it's whichever one you want, basically. But anyways, that's gonna be for the extra deck. We'll just cut into the side deck real quick. Okay, guys, real quick for the side deck. We are going one Dogran for Pearly players, just or decks that have a tower and you just need to out it. 3 Nibiru's. I always like to side this in against Snake Eye. I usually Nibiru once after they do the Flamberge effect in the graveyard to bring out the other two. Because sometimes that's usually a good hit. Prevents them from going into more stuff. 3 Drolls. Like Droll's Droll, it's still good right now. You have to. Triple Evenlies, triple Dark Rulers, 1 Lightning Storm, and 1 Duster just for back row removal. So for my side decks, I always like to split in half with hand traps and then board breakers because there are some decks where just hand traps are a little bit better against it. And then there are other decks where board breakers just don't even bother to hand trap, just wait for them to do their stuff and then just board breaker. Like such as Ubel. I think board breakers go good against Ubel. But like Tenpai, I think hand traps are better. For the Snake Eye stuff, you could do a mix of both. So there are some decks where you could do a mix of both with the board breakers and the hand traps. But that's just me, guys. You could do whatever you want for the side deck. But my preference is I always like to go half hand traps at least, and then the rest you could go board breakers for that specific reason. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be for the side deck, and I'll show you guys real quick, as I promised in the main deck profile, the quick combo guide with the Dragonic diagram. So I'll see you guys there. Okay, guys, for the combo I was talking to you guys about the Dragonic diagram with the baby full combo, and then just 3 random cards in hand, right? Just make it Ash, I guess, right? With this combo line, there's actually different routes you can take to end on a different end board, whether you want follow-up, whether you want to just build a shitload of negates. But that is what is interesting with this deck specifically. With this deck, you could go into different routes, right? You could make different stuff. If you're playing against a graveyard deck, you could end on an Abyss Dweller. If you want, you could end on like Amblo Whale with Princess Engrave with like UCT and like I don't know, like SP. You could end up on like UCT with the Lars, Dolka with the Evol Singularity Trap. There's different combo routes you can do. Again, go watch Reversal for his combo guides, but same thing, the same exact thing with this, but our combo starter is just Dragonic diagram with the baby Ceratosaurus, in case you guys don't really know how to combo off with the Dragonic diagram. Most of you guys already do, but I'll just do it for the people who don't. But anyways, so first off, right, we would activate Dragonic Diagram. You would go affected the diagram, pop in the baby to add yourself the True King Lithosagem. Baby effect is going to summon your Oviraptor. Ovi's effect on summon. You're not going to add Misk because another thing is too, this going full combo with this, it does play into Nib. But again, that's just the deck anyway. If you don't hard open Miss, it could play into it could play into Nibiru if you really want to go full combo. If you don't really open up Misk. But let's just say we're uninterrupted, right? So this Oviraptor on summon is going to add you another baby. And then what you can do is you can normal summon the baby. You could go second effect of the Ovi, popping baby to summon baby. Baby effect is going to summon you out another baby. Because we do play 6 babies in total. Okay. You could have brought out an Archosaur and then, like I said, again, guys, there's different ways to combo off with this. You could have brought out an Archosaur instead of this baby. Go Archosaur, pop this. And then just to get the pill early and stuff like that, baby will summon like a Giant Rex or something. Or you could have brought one Petite, one baby. But I just think I like doing this route the best. Because we want to take advantage of the True King Lithosagem. We want to be able to use this guy's effect to look at our opponent's extra deck and banish 3 cards, basically. So now from this point here, since we have 2 babies, we could go ahead and use True King Lithosagem, popping these 2 babies to summon itself. And then now new chain, you're going to go 1 baby, 2 baby, right? So the first baby, you could go ahead and bring out Archosaur. And then the second baby, you could bring out a Petite. Now from here, you are now going to go Archosaur's effect. Oh, let me get my zones right. Or you are going to pop the Petite to add you finally the pill spell card from deck to hand. And then from here, you will go Petite effect. You will summon out. You're not going to bring out the Meteorus because we didn't open up another baby, but we want to end on a full board, including the Evilsaur stuff, setting that Singularity trap. So from here, what you're going to do is bring out a Kaitoptera. Right? Now from here, what you are going to do is the reversal combo. That's what I'm going to call it. The reversal YGO combo, right? You're going to go into Banshee. So the thing is, in order to see that Evilsaur stuff, like if you don't hard open it, you kind of have to go into the Sinful spoil stuff first in order to get access to that Evilsaur stuff. So basically from here, what you're going to do is go Banshee effect, detach. It's going to add you the Snake Eye Poplar from deck to hand. And then from here, you can go Snake Eye Poplar. Since it was added from your deck to your hand, you could go ahead and special summon it. And then you will go effect of the Poplar and summon, which will add you the original spell card. So the thing is, this with this card, you always want to be bringing out the Mega Chinchilla. You will never bring out Poplar with this. We only have this card, basically, to bring out the Mega Chinchilla, which I'll show you guys right now. But first, before we even do this, you can go ahead and actually, if you really want to, just go ahead and you always kind of really want to use this card if, let's say if you have access to Poplar, you always want to activate this when Poplar's in the back row, right? So from here, you could just go, I guess you could go your Banshee and your Poplar into a Reaper-Docus, right? Because we are going to link climb right now into Princess and then Princess into Amblowell. So from here, you could go Poplar, set itself to the back row. And then you could go ahead and link off this Archosaur, right? You don't have to do this, really, but I just like to do it just to get extra non-dinos in there. Just might as well, right? Then from here, you will go Original, sending the Poplar to summon out your Mega Chinchilla. Well, it's Mega Chirilla, but it sounds like Chinchilla, so that's his name for now on. Mega Chinchilla. And then from here, what you could do, right, is you can go these guys right here into, where is it? Princess. And then you can honestly just go, you could go princess, right? If you want to, just bring back this if you want. And then from here, just go into Ambler Whale, right? Bam. And then you can go the Mega Chirilla effect, right? And then discard a card. You can go ahead and summon out Leos. Leos effect's going to set you the trap card. Where is it? The Singularity. And then we are still not locked yet, so that's the beautiful thing so far. So now what you could do is go Leos effects. Since we did summon it with a fire, you could go ahead and Foolish Burial a fire Dino or reptile. So you could go ahead. So this part you have choices right here, right? You could go Foolish the Xeno Meteorus, and then you can use the second part of that effect of the dump to turn these guys into a level 6 Dino for the level modulation, and then from there just go into a Lars. Or you can go ahead and dump Misk, right? If you really just want that follow-up. Or basically, we probably will be using the Misk right now anyway, but for the most part, I like to further extend and just dump Misk if you don't already have access to it, right? So we dump Misk. So from here, what we could do is we can actually go ahead and banish the Misk with... Let's see, you could even just go like 4 other dinos if you really want to here. It's really okay. Where is it? You could go ahead and bring out another Overraptor if you really want to. Obviously, you won't be able to use its effects because we already used them. From here, you could take these two. You always want this in the graveyard to make your trap live. So you always want this in the Mega Chinchilla in the graveyard. So you could go ahead. We're not locked even yet anyway, too. We didn't even go into the Meteor stuff. So you can actually go ahead and SP if you want to down here. Because just might as well. And then you can go ahead and like double evolution pill, right? You can go ahead and banish your Giant Rex with basically your, I don't know, whatever, like Anima, summoning out UCT, and then the effect of the Giant Rex will, or Kaitapatera will special summon itself. And then from here, you could just simply go into, right, like Dolga or something like that, right? And then you just go ahead and pass turn on that, right? And then like on their draw phase or whatever, if you want to, you can just, you could go Evil Singularity, right? You can go ahead and bring the Leos with the Chinchilla, right? Make yourself a Lars. In case we didn't have access to the Meteorus, or if we didn't dump the Meteorus to level modulate with the Leos effect. So, and then so look, literally look at this, guys. So we have Lars, Dolga, UCT. For in this, we have a princess now in the graveyard, basically. So for even further interruption, it's too cracked. Like your opponent's not gonna really out this. If you want to really test and make sure for game 1 wise, I would go into this. But if it was like game 2 or 3 or whatever, and if they kind of if they're gonna go second against you, kind of like if they know that you're gonna go first, you could hold off on the Singularity trap, kind of like in case they Dark Ruler your first half of the stuff, right? Then you would go the Singularity to do the thing where you bring these two back from the graveyard and then go into this. So now just hopefully they don't have another Dark Ruler, and now they would have to deal with the Lars and a Princess. But like game 1 wise, let's say you go first, yeah, you would just, they special summon something, you would go Princess to bring it back, and then popping the whale and then popping their guy, right? And then you don't have to use this guy's first effect when it's destroyed, because we don't really have like Link 3 or lower monsters, or I mean there's just no point to do it the main focus on this guy is to use its second effect for an additional pop, right? So let's say he brings out like 2 more monsters, right? Like he normal summons, activates effect, special summon another monster, right? On that summon, you could go UCT, pop the princess to flip their guys face down, right? And then you could go Evol Whale, since a Link 3 or lower monster was technically destroyed by card effect. The princess, you could banish this card from your graveyard to pop an additional card on your opponent's side of the field. So you could pop one of their sets or even one of their face-up like spell cards. If they have like a field spell or like a face-up continuous spell card, you could just go ahead and pop one of those. But yeah, your opponent is not going to out this basically if they don't have Dark Ruler or like Sphere Mode. There's just no way he's going to play around this. So that's basically one of the combo lines you can do. That's kind of like one of the best combo lines to do under Dragonic Diagram, basically. Again, you can sequence your combos in so much different ways. There's so many different paths you can take, depending on what your opponent's playing, or depending on like what game it is. But anyways, yeah, guys, just that's gonna be it, guys, for the profile. So hope you guys enjoyed. Again, shout out to the homie Reversal_YGO. I'll put his channel in the comments down below in case you guys kind of don't really understand what it is I was saying. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.